What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XRP yet again today, the 19th of August, because I do believe that we have found the low. I think that it's important to discuss the price action, why I believe we're at the low, and what to look for in case we do go a little bit lower. It's okay if we do go a little bit lower, but I'm making this video specifically because I do believe that XRP has bottomed. I think that we found our low, and we're ready to go to new all-time highs. We're going to be ripping right through the stratosphere and seeing an immaculate amount of growth over the coming weeks and months ahead. Looking at this here on the daily time frame, XRP is at $2.90 now, with a low at $2.87 today, the 19th of August, with 3 hours 15 minutes left in the day. We're down about 5.2% right now. I would love it, and who cares if I would love it? It doesn't mean it has to happen, but I would love it if by now, in the end of the day, we actually did pull up this day a little bit. We got rid of this candle body and actually showed a bit of a wick to the downside. I think that would be absolutely immaculate. That validate that we are at a low point here. We don't need it to be like that. It's okay, right? We've had solid candle closes before and then reverse the next day, but I do expect either between today, right now, we found the low, or tomorrow we will find the low. We're very near, if not at, the areas of intended support. If we're looking at this here from a relative low, come on now, give me the low to the high here. We have shot through the golden ratio, and typically, not always, but not financial advice, not a financial advisor, typically you would expect to go a little bit lower. You would expect to go to about the 786, which is at 285. It's kind of an unorthodox area that we're finding support here, but it happens. Sometimes it does happen. We'll look at some short-term stuff to see if we do actually go lower or not. If we're looking at this from a relative low to a relative high here, you know, that's not the one I was thinking of. Didn't you shot through the 786 on another one? Maybe it was this high to low here. Or yeah, you went a little bit above the golden ratio here, and you still found resistance, and you came down, right? Here, you went all the way up to the 786 inevitably, but that was that kind of crazy announcement that XRP was part of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, or Crypto Strategic Reserve of the United States. So it does happen. You know, sometimes you do go a little bit through this golden ratio zone, and that's okay. I'm not really concerned about that. If we take this relative low here to the relative high, come on, give me that low. We did fall just shy of hitting that 382. I'm not too concerned with that, because we've already interacted with the 382. The fact that we're here now, I would think that this is a bit of front running, that there's a highly anticipated area here at 285 to 280 to find support, and there's just not enough selling pressure. There's too much demand, however you want to phrase it, for us to get down there. Let's look at the short-term stuff. We'll come back out to here. We'll see how well that upholds. I'm completely willing, if I look at the 1 hour, the 4 hour time frame, and I see a sign that we will go lower, I'm completely willing to say that we're gonna go a little bit lower, but at this point in time, I'm sticking with the idea that we have found the low. Looking at this on the 1 hour perspective, we do have bullish divergence on our 1 hour RSI, higher lows here, even higher lows here with lower lows in the price. Bullish divergence, absolutely beautiful. We've got bullish divergence on the stochastics, and we do have bullish divergence on the MACD with these oscillators here. That's 2 drives of bullish divergence there, dating back to like $3.04. I very much do believe that we're gonna continue going higher. All of these indicators look bearish, relatively speaking, right now, but they have a bullish setup about them, right? And we're on the 1 hour time frame. We got 3 hours, 4 hours left in the day. I think that we've got enough time to where we can absolutely recover by the end of the day and see some immaculate growth. If not by the end of the day, then certainly going into tomorrow. If we were to go lower, let's see if we can make sense out of that real quick. From a low to a high here, I mean, if we were to go lower, man, 285. I think 285 is where it is. 2 cents lower than that low, nothing dramatic. From a low to a high here, let's just see. Yeah, 284.7, right? If we were to go lower, it's by nominal amounts. It's by negligible amounts. nothing too dramatic at all. If we're looking at this here, I think nominal is not the right word. Negligible is probably the better word. 4 hour time frame here. Looking at this, the MACD is building. Looks a little bit bearish. Overall, though, we've got a nice uptrend here with the oscillator. A little bit of a momentary downtrend. Stochastics are starting to cross up, which is nice. If we can maintain this and going into tomorrow, if we can close the day green and continue to come up over these coming like 4 hour periods, I think that we'd be in good shape to cross the stochastics out of the oversold zone and get this to cross back up above the zero as well. The the RSI here has higher lows as well, and we've talked about this where whenever you do have a downtrend in the RSI, typically you end the downtrend in the oversold zone with bullish divergence. And we've got, we just started this 4 hour candle. We got 3 hours, 11 minutes left. Let's see how it goes. Absolutely, we could come back down. Absolutely, we could close this candle red. And even if we do, we still maintain that bullish divergence look. So one way or another, we're either there or we're very close to there with that low. And if we close this candle green or any candle green, as long as we get some bullish divergence going on, I would very much expect that pins it, that defines it, that we have found the low and that we're ready to go. If we're looking at this here from this low coming down like this, we have broken below this trend line. And typically with these diagonal lines, the best time to buy is not at the line, but just below the line. And we've hit that point here and we're coming up from it. So I think that that's a good look in itself. I have no qualms really with any of these indicators. They all look kind of weak right now, but I think that we're at a point more likely to find support than we are to go lower, if anything. From a low to a high, again, this is the only thing that makes me really think that we could go a little bit lower is the fact that you've broken below the golden ratio. It's not common to do this, but as I showed you already, we've done this before and it's been okay. Just depends on how we react. But maybe we go to 285. That number just keeps showing up, man. 285, 280 at the absolute lowest, but I don't see it happening. Looking at the short-term stuff, I got to admit, I'm a little bit more inclined to believe that we could go to 285, a little bit more inclined to believe that. So here, the low being at 287, maybe we drop another 2 cents. But, screw me for saying it, man. I think the low is in, right? And if it's not in, 2 more cents below, we're there, guys. Okay, so I think that it's a good time to load up on XRP. And the reason for that is we've got a dramatic amount of growth to go between now and the end of, I think, the end of September, if not sometime in October. XRP moves at a very fast pace. It might surprise you. It might not surprise you to hear that I believe XRP will see prices all the way up at about $11.35 to $16.42, something in that area. I'm in favor specifically of anything that's above about $13.50, but $11.35 I think is a fine minimum target. The truly most pessimistic target that I could come up with, and it sounds funny because this is my pessimistic target. It's like $8.50, $8.70, somewhere around there. That's pessimistic, genuinely, in my opinion. XRP, if we go there, you're well underperforming what my expectations would have been for you. And who cares what my expectations are? But I just highly doubt that we stop here. I genuinely doubt that we stop anywhere below 11.35. And my personal expectation is we'll hit what I like to call the money zone here, these two orange lines, 1386 to 1642, between now and the next. I mean, if not by the end of September, then by the end of October, the midpoint of October. I would think between now and the next 6 weeks. But I don't really have anything else that I want to say. Just wanted to get on here and celebrate because we're either at the low or very, very near the low right now. And I think in a matter of no time at all, we will have validation. We will have confirmation that we are in fact moving higher. Let's talk about that actually. What would confirmation look like from a high to a low here? Yeah, close above $3.12. If you get 1 day to close above $3.12, that confirms that the low is in. And not only that, but that we are ready to progress higher to these extended levels. All right. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you have a good day. Enjoy the dip. Enjoy the discount. Seize the opportunity. Certainly do not panic sell. This is the worst time to sell. Oh man, this is the kind of stuff, if you sell here, it's going to haunt your dreams for decades, maybe your whole life, actually. So don't make a bad decision. Don't make an emotional decision. Just hodl and chill if you don't know what to do. But if you got some cash, I think it's the best time to get into XRP right now. We're at 290. Who cares if it drops 5 cents? Who cares? It's a great time to buy. Hit the like button. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.